Well, hello Earth signs. Welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So guys, we are going to sit here and we're going to do like a little mini spread with regards to Mercury retrograde specifically. Okay, I'm still going to do the monthly zodiacs for the month of October here. You'll have to forgive me. The mid-month that I did, you wouldn't even believe it, but maybe you would, which is why I'm talking about Mercury retrograde. 7 times did I try to film and upload the mid-month data that I had called out for you. There was literally something wrong with every single video, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to give up on this, but at the same time, it's like, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. But I also did have some good stuff for myself. I participated in an anniversary sale for one of my girlfriends that has a shop, and I did a lot of in-store readings, which was super, super fun. I enjoyed doing that. And then I get invited to do a personal house readings for people here as well. So I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of activity, and I'm happy with doing those different types of things. People know that I love doing readings, and so it was great. It was great. It was great. Now, having had said all that, we're specifically going to focus on what this Mercury retrograde could mean for you before the end of its cycle, which is October the 17th, starting here on the 26th. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is pull one card specifically for each of you. Okay, so each of you is going to get your own card here from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. We're going to do a collective for all of the Earth signs with our, what is this deck? Our Psychic Tarot deck. Sorry, I had to think about it. It's been a minute since it's wanted to come out. And then we're going to do any bridging that we need with our White Sage Tarot. And then we are going to pull several different oracles for you guys as well. Okay, so I want to go in, and I want to pull one specific card for each sign, one at a time. Okay, so Mercury retrograde specifically for Taurus. Okay, Taurus, from the 26th through the 17th of October. Ooh, okay. All right. Now, Taurus, what we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. Hello. How could you not want to love that one? Got the Wheel of Fortune showing up here. Love it. Okay, so Jupiter could very much be affecting what's going on. Are you kidding me? Virgo, you have the Sun card. Wow. Hello. What do we have for our Capricorns here? Let's see. Capricorns. What we have, my friends, is the Hermit. Wow. All major arcana. Okay, this is huge. Okay, so for me specifically, what this means is that Earth signs, you are going to be in a really good position here for Mercury retrograde. Okay, there's more cards that we're going to pull, but from the very beginnings of it, this Wheel of Fortune is on your side here. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about changing the energy or the cycle. Could be good things coming in, or you could be releasing old things at the same time. So the beginning and end all through the wheel. But typically the Wheel of Fortune does indicate that there's some sort of fortunate event that is on its way towards you. Okay, we get to Virgo. We have the Sun card. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck because this also is a card of abundance. It is an abundance of lots of different types of things that you need. So it could be health, it could be wealth, it could be people, it could be resources, it could be new situations and opportunities showing up. But the Sun is here to come back out. This also is telling me that some Virgos have not been feeling well, and that restoration of health is one of the things that's on its way as well towards you. Okay, now Capricorn, what we have is the Hermit card. Okay, I love this. He's a little turtle, kind of going in with his little shell, just trying to maintain his light. He's gone through a lot of different stuff, and he's just absorbing himself in it. I love it. But he's also a light to others. So Capricorn, what I am feeling here is that potentially you could be dealing with a Virgo. You could have Virgo in your charts. But at the end of the day, there's an awareness that you might need to go within a little bit, and also you might be asked to be counselor to somebody else before the end of this Mercury retrograde. Interesting. I like that. All major arcana, all big moves. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our Psychic Tarot. I'm just going to give it another quick shuffle here, and then we're going to get into the collective energies for each one of it. Well, it's collective for all earth signs, okay? So we're going to put it together, and I'm going to tie in your individual card to the way that this is going to pull out. And then again, like I said, we will use the white sage to get more clarification for your specific sign. Okay, so I would like the information for our earth signs for Mercury retrograde here, September through October 2021. Okay, all right. We have the 5 of Cups energy that shows up here. Emotional loss. Okay, we'll get into that. The next card that we have in common is throat chakra. This is the second time it's come out. It came out for our fire signs, so if you have fire in your chart, maybe there's something else in that message you want to take a look at. Ooh, we have a bunch. Okay, we have the sacrifice card that came out here that showed up for our water signs. We have triumphant success, air sign, and we also have heartache and loss. So we've got a lot of water energy in here, earth and guys. Okay, we only have one significant sign that popped up for air. Let me go through this. As you read this individually, the 5 of Cups energy that we have here, it's talking about an emotional loss. And there's nothing wrong with being in your feels, being in your emotions, okay? Something that was meaningful to you is not necessarily there. You're going to feel it. And the only thing I say to people is feel your feels, but know that you don't have to live there, and not everything was taken away from you, because if you are imagining the original Rider-Waite deck, there's two full cups that are standing up, only 3 have spilled. So there is an opportunity to move forward. So there's some sort of a emotional loss potentially that's on its way before the end of this Mercury retrograde. Whatever it is, it's going to help enliven you with your throat chakra, being able to speak up on it potentially, okay? Throat chakra communication is very, very important, okay? What we have here in the middle is the Hangman, also called the Sacrifice card in this particular deck. This is changing your perspective on a particular situation. This is receiving more information from higher guidance at this particular moment, your higher self trying to pop in here and give you some information, okay? So we have 5-5 that is here. Just wanted to go ahead and point that out. And by that token, we also have 3-3. We are talking about a triumphant success, though, when it comes to communicating, so I do like that. The Ace of Swords, the ultimate clarity that comes through. This is a gift from the universe, and perhaps there's an awareness of something that you hadn't had prior to, so you're being given this gift in order to wield it somehow. Now, we do have heartache and loss that shows up with the 3 of Swords that shows up here, but this really does have, what I would say, it may not necessarily be you that's going through this as much as I think, again, and I'm feeling drawn to Capricorn here, you might be counseling someone that's going through this. That is the immediate energy that I'm getting out of this specifically. I just wanted me to draw there for Capricorn. So let's just start here. So I feel, Capricorn, that you could be called on with your grounded energy to be counsel for someone that's maybe going through a specific situation where they're having a challenge trying to articulate what it is that they need based upon this loss that they may have gone through. And I'm not getting a specific type of a loss, but if you were to take the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords together, whatever was going on, it really was challenging for this individual. I do feel that it could be relationship based as I'm sitting here looking at it, only because the Sacrifice card is just calling me towards it, saying that there's this, I do feel that someone had an unawareness of a change in status. The only reason I say that is because this Ace of Swords that shows up is a double-edged sword, okay? So you can use the information for ultimate clarity, but when you have this sword, you're being given it to do something, an action with it. So you can really stab people to death with it if you're not careful, or you can be very strategic in the way that you try to clear out some communication. So going backwards, Capricorn, I do feel that you might need to either hook up with the Virgo or be utilized with that Virgo energy to help someone out through a particular change in a relationship status. Okay, that's what I'm really pulling out of this particular situation. Virgo, what I'm pulling out of the situation is restoration of health. Honestly, this is what I'm getting out of the situation for you. I'm feeling as though you've been a little bit scattered with your emotions. We know that we just came out of Virgo season, so there was a lot of big ramp up for you. But with this Mercury retrograde, I feel that you're going to have to go in a little bit, and I feel that there's a restoration of physical health is what I'm getting. I feel that many of you were challenged when it came to how you are communicating or could be communicating towards this particular period. So this going in, this this Pluto energy, the sacrifice card that comes up, this hangman energy that comes in, is giving you the next big boost for what it is that you need. I do feel that there's a restoration. There's physical healing that's coming, but I also feel that there's DNA upgrades that are coming on the fence for many of you as well. And so you're going to have to realize that you were in your energy and there was a lot of things that happened, but there's some things, integration is the right word I guess I want to be able to use. And out of that integration comes this, again, this Ace of Swords that comes through for you, for now, for you to get to the point where you're going to start, and I feel it's slow moving, cutting things out for you. And this, for me, this heartache and loss isn't so much about other individuals for you as much as it is for yourself. I feel health is coming out of this very, very heavily for Virgos here within this Mercury retrograde period, okay? Now, as we get to our Taurus here with this Wheel of Fortune, what I feel here is that also very similar to Virgo, there is something that's going on with your health. However, I don't feel it's necessarily your health. Virgo, this is you all day long. Taurus, there's someone that you're connected to that is going through a change and hasn't really vocalized it, is what I'm getting. Someone is going to be sharing you potentially some news about what's going on with them. I don't think it's a major illness, but I do think that someone's going to share with you that they're not feeling well, and they may also be calling on you for a little bit of support. It's also very possible, and I would just have to put it out there, let's just be honest about it, it is very possible that someone is having to make the decision to care for another due to this illness, although I don't feel as though it's long term, to be perfectly honest with you. It's significant and it's uncomfortable enough, though, that you would have to be involved in that particular situation. So that's what I feel individually, but collectively know that there are opportunities for moving things forward. So this 5-5 does talk about the energy of change, and this 3-3 does mean that this is going to be a period of catalyst movement. Something is going to be showing up that is going to help your growth and development as an individual, but also being called on to help the support and growth for whoever it is that you're working with. Okay, that is the major stuff that I have. Now let's try to drill down a little bit, and I'll just move these over to the side a little bit so I have a little bit more space. And let's see if we can get some more details for our Taurus. Let's see, what else does Taurus need to know about for Mercury retrograde with this Wheel of Fortune showing up? We love it. We know Jupiter is coming out of the retrograde around the same time that Mercury ends. So let's see what happens. Wow. All right, let's see what we got. Well, we have the High Priestess who's showing up in the reverse position. So that is definitely indicating that there is an awareness or news that is coming towards you. We have the Knight of Cups that is showing up in the reverse position. Whoever it is that is going to be showing up in your environment is going to be an honest person. And what we're getting with the Seven of Swords is someone's basically fessing up to the particular situation, which again, I don't necessarily see that as bad. So it is possible that you have a water sign that you're having to deal with, and that water sign, as I'm going through it, may also have an influence with Jupiter in their chart as well. But what I do feel is that someone is really going to be sharing some information with you because they need some, they might need a little bit of your counsel. They might need a little bit of your steady Eddie type of energy in order to help them get through the particular period of this retrograde. Okay, let's sit here and focus on what Virgo's got going on. Virgo, who could potentially be showing up in your world. Let's see what we've got going on. This is for Virgo, Mercury retrograde. But woohoo! Well, we got the first one. We have the Four of Pentacles, so that is stability. Heart health, heart chakra is what I've got popping out of this. We've got Queen of Cups energy. Let's see what else we have. So it could be water sign, or you could have water sign in your chart. What else do we have for Virgo, for Mercury retrograde? What else do we have? Any other hints about what we've got going on? Oh, there it is. And we have Virgo. So yeah, again, for me, this is you. Like I said before, Virgo, you are being asked to, in my opinion, really take care of your heart health. That's just what I'm getting. I don't want to scare anybody, but that's really what I'm getting. Again, the other thing that I'm getting is restoration. So if you have had heart problems, because the Four of Pentacles, and I mean heart, but let's just talk about your circulation. Let's talk about your heart. Let's talk about your food. Let's talk about the water. Let's talk about the things that you're doing to support your physical body. You know, maybe getting a little bit more exercise. The Queen of Cups is a solid energy of someone who knows and has been there and has done that. So perhaps it is that you're looking at a way of introducing more exercise into your world this particular period of time. But Virgo, again, like I said, very much about restoration of your health. So if you've not been feeling well, I do feel that that's coming back up. But heart health, jogging, has something to do with the blood flow of the system is going to be important here for you. That catalyst energy that I'm seeing, hopefully you're not getting bad news about someone else that's going through a particular challenge that way, but I do feel that if you've been saddened about something, you know, this is going to be one of those things that helps to give you that spark of knowledge to try to correct anything else for yourself. So I'm just putting that out there, okay? Doesn't have to be the situation. I'm reading for general. The only way that you could get specifically down in your details is with the personal. So, you know, you have opportunities to go and hit the description box to get those details. All right, now let's focus on setting an appointment there. So let's focus on Capricorn. What is Hermit? What is this energy that we have? Wow. Okay, so we have Leo that comes through. Wow, that is super interesting to me. We have the Wheel of Fortune that shows up in the reverse position. Let me go ahead and reshuffle this really quickly. So Capricorn, you could be dealing with the Leo, and you could also be dealing with a Cancer. Okay, we have the Strength card coming back in, Capricorn. So the Strength card, again, Leo energy. The Strength card, as you guys know, is all about healing and restoration as well. The Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse position is just, I think again, I really feel strongly that you are being asked to be counselor for someone that is going through perhaps a financial change. It doesn't have to be a financial change, but they are definitely going through something that was revealed to them that is very kind of uncomfortable. It's possible that this person is going through a job change. It's possible that this person is not able to speak up for themselves. It's possible that this person feels as though they're being asked to sacrifice themselves a little bit. But at the end of the day, clarity is going to come to help them get over this loss. So again, Capricorn, I really feel that you're going to get called on to really be supportive for someone. I really do feel that, okay? And so that's how those different pieces come up. It could be a Leo. It could be a Cancer. You know, the Wheel of Fortune energy is just that energy of Jupiter. So they could very potentially have a lot of Jupiter in their chart. Of course, you would have to know that in order for that to kind of click in a little bit more specifically. But either way, you're going to be called on to support someone. And I think that's actually a really admirable type of a thing. So what I'm going to do is just move these over just a little bit here. And I am going to pull what am I pulling? The Lantern Oracle. So each one of you is going to get your own Oracle card from the Lantern Oracle. And then we'll do a row that connects all of these different energies together for each one of you. Okay. So let's go and grab your Lantern Oracle here. Whoops. That was super fast. Not 12 cards. Oh, for the love of Mike. Sorry. Taurus. Trusting tricksters. Okay. The trickster's only power is your particular trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Seven of Swords energy. I very rarely call it a trickster energy because the Seven of Swords is someone that's holding something very, very close to the vest. But in this case, I would have to say that you are going to be made aware of whoever this energy is, and it could very potentially be a water sign. So you're going to have to take a look at that, okay? Take a look at that water sign energy. Something may be revealing itself that is uncomfortable to you. Now, Virgo, here's what I have. We have the sharing card that comes out for you. It says there is a giving in receiving and receiving in giving. I think that really goes well. Now, the thing that I'm being called to is the food. I really told you guys before that the energy that I was feeling was that it had a lot to do with your health, a restoration of your health. I think an awareness of your health. So perhaps some of you guys, again, are going on this journey of improving your health, okay? Let's see what we have for Capricorn. Real quick, Capricorn. Oh, there it is. Well, we have, oh, this is the second time this card popped out. We have broken dreams that popped out. So only you can accept or reject your dreams. Very appropriate for the details that I showed before. I believe this card showed up in a different position with the fire signs, okay? So whatever this person is going through, or potentially whatever you would be going through with a shift that is happening with a job or a different type of a situation, can only be fixed with the energy of your perception of it can change and it will change, and you know, it's not for naught, okay? Let's move forward now to, oh, that was super fast. The card that we have here, and maybe this is going to be for everyone, that kind of ties it all together, is resilience. And it is rise above the different tribulations that show up here potentially in this month. Rise above it, okay? We'll move on. That was from our Mystical Wisdom deck. Now we're going to take one card from our Ganesha deck. Again, this is information for all of you collectively, Earth signs. Okay, keep your vibes high, rise above, be resilient. Okay, here's the other card that we have from Ganesha for you. So, yep, steadfastness coming through. Be consistent. Most Earth signs are. That's why you guys are awesome and people call on you, because you're steady eddies and you're generous with your consistency. Okay, people know that if they call you, you're coming. All right, and one more card here from. Oh my gosh, I have 1,500 decks out here. What do I have going on? What do I have? I'll think of it in just a second. Sorry. Oh. Ooh, embracing the future. Ooh, this is awesome. I step into the future with an open heart. So again, for all of you, collectively, again, I feel that you are being called on, and what your biggest contribution or the biggest lesson or the biggest thing that you're going to get out of this Mercury retrograde, whether it's for yourself or someone that you're being asked to support, is realizing that there is change, okay? Realizing that all change is necessary and that healing comes from the change. Being resilient within those different changes. Communicate the things that need to be communicated. Help people communicate. Changing a perspective on a situation is something that's very, very important. Okay, being steadfast and consistent, a little bit at a time. You don't have to have everything figured out, but at least knowing that something needs to get done and then chipping it off little by little by little is really going to take you very, very far. This provides the clarity, and it also helps supporting embracing the future with whatever this particular change might be. So that is what I have for you, my Earth sign friends. Hopefully you were able to resonate with the significant portion of that. If you did, make sure that you give it a like. You can share this out to someone else. That would be awesome. You can comment below. And like I mentioned, if you are looking for a personal, because this is very heavy compared to some of the other ones, there's just a lot of things that are required. Make sure that you take a look at the description box below, and I am happy to book in. I'm taking bookings. I'm happy to book with you to take things down to the next level. Otherwise, look for your individual signs coming up. Many, many, many blessings, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.